Protect yourself from ticks, essential safety tips and facts. Imagine this, a tiny creature no larger than a sesame seed could be the source of life-altering illnesses. Sounds dramatic, right? But ticks are precisely that, a growing menace across Ohio and beyond, spreading diseases like wildfire. And here's the kicker, many people are completely unaware of how dangerous these pests can truly be. So let's dive into what you need to know to protect yourself and your loved ones from this escalating threat. First off, the numbers don't lie. Over the past 13 years, Ohio has witnessed a jaw-dropping 35-fold increase in Lyme disease cases. That's not just a statistic, it represents real families dealing with the devastating effects of tick-borne illnesses. In fact, experts estimate there are over 500,000 Lyme disease cases annually in the United States alone, with nearly 10% of North Americans having been affected at some point. Shockingly, children aged 5 to 14 are among the most vulnerable groups. Yet, despite these alarming figures, awareness remains dangerously low. But here's where it gets controversial. Ticks aren't just a human health issue, they're also reshaping entire industries. Agriculture, Ohio's leading economic driver, is facing unprecedented challenges due to invasive species like the longhorn tick. First spotted in Ohio in 2020, this particular pest has already proven capable of killing livestock through aggressive feeding and transmitting deadly pathogens. Imagine the ripple effect if farmers suddenly had to rethink centuries-old practices because of one tiny insect. This isn't science fiction, it's a very real possibility looming on the horizon. And then there's the Lone Star tick, which brings its own set of horrors. Ever heard of developing an allergy to red meat? It sounds bizarre, but it's true, and it happens thanks to this tick. Victims report everything from mild hives to full-blown anaphylactic shock after consuming beef, pork, or even medications derived from animal products. These stories aren't just medical oddities, they're life-altering events for those who experience them. One bite can change someone's diet and their life forever. So what can we do about it? The solution starts with preparation. Protecting yourself from ticks requires a solid personal safety plan. Start by dressing smart, wear light-colored clothing so ticks are easier to spot, and treat your clothes with permethrin, a highly effective tick repellent. Pair that with topical repellents applied directly to exposed skin, always following product instructions carefully. Remember, prevention is key when it comes to avoiding tick encounters. When spending time outdoors, stick to marked trails and steer clear of tall grasses and brushy areas where ticks love to hide. Afterward, perform a meticulous tick check, don't skip this step. Look closely at places like behind your knees, under your arms, and around your hairline. If you find a tick attached, remove it immediately using proper technique. Grab it close to the skin with fine-tipped tweezers or a specialized tick removal tool, and pull steadily upward without twisting. Whatever you do, avoid squeezing the tick's body, as this could push harmful bacteria into your bloodstream. Once removed, clean the bite area thoroughly and save the tick in a sealed baggie. Why keep it? Believe it or not, you can send it off for testing to determine whether it was carrying any diseases. Ohio State University's new tick lab offers this service, providing valuable insights that might help prevent future health complications. For more details, visit buckeyetticktest.osu.edu. Don't forget about your furry companions either. Consult your veterinarian to find affordable yet effective tick prevention options tailored to your pet's needs. Dogs and cats are equally susceptible to tick bites, and protecting them ensures everyone stays healthier. Now, here's the million-dollar question: are we doing enough to combat this growing problem? With tick populations rising year after year, should governments invest more in public education campaigns? Should schools teach kids about tick safety alongside other health lessons? What role should individuals play versus institutions? These are tough questions worth discussing and debating. If you've ever dealt with a tick bite personally, or know someone who has, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences, tips, or concerns in the comments below. Together we can raise awareness and create safer environments for ourselves, our families, and our communities. Letter: more advice on tick bites and their aftermath. 1. Tick alert, the hidden dangers lurking in your own backyard and on your clothes. As we venture outdoors, a tiny, unsuspecting menace is on the rise, threatening to turn our love for nature into a debilitating nightmare. We're talking about ticks and the alarming surge in tick-borne illnesses like Lyme disease. But here's where it gets crucial. Are you aware of the often overlooked strategies to safeguard against tick bites and their potentially devastating aftermath? Living in a tick hotspot, Catherine West from Sydenham, Ontario, Canada, shares invaluable insights to bolster your defense against these stealthy critters. The takeaway: your clothing is a tick's playground, ***. To significantly reduce the risk of tick bites, follow these expert-backed, yet surprisingly simple tips. Spray and protect. Generously apply insect repellent to your outer clothing, paying special attention to socks pulled up over trousers. This barrier can be the difference between a peaceful hike and a tick-induced health scare. Strip down, safely. Upon returning from your outdoor escapade, immediately remove all outer clothing. Don't bring the outdoors in, either leave the garments outside or toss them into a hot dryer for 10 minutes. For added security, treat yourself to a refreshing shower or swim. This meticulous routine is backed by science. Ticks can wander for hours on both clothing and skin before latching onto their unsuspecting host. Source: National Center for Biotechnology Information, https://www.nlm.nih.gov/book/NBK279240/. And this is the part most people miss. Did you know your furry friends, despite being vaccinated against Lyme disease in some regions, can unwittingly become tick magnets? They may bring these unwanted guests into the comfort of your home, putting you and your loved ones at risk. As we eagerly await the development of a human Lyme disease vaccine, staying vigilant is key. Now it's your turn. We invite you to share your thoughts. Do you believe enough is being done to combat the rise in tick-borne illnesses? Have you or someone you know fallen victim to a tick bite? Share your story and any preventive measures you've found effective. Should pet owners be held more accountable for tick control, given the risks to human health? Join the conversation in the comments below, and let's work together to stay one step ahead of these tiny, but formidable, foes.